So if you are a student studying in high school or college or preparing for a big exam, you need a tablet. So I've made a list just for you for the best possible tablets you can buy based on your budget, be it 15,000 rupees or all the way up to 30,000 rupees. Now the tablets chosen here are based on the following: good display, good battery life, and a minimum of 6GB of RAM for Android tablets, with good enough rear cameras for PDF scanning at least, and good speakers. I have two contenders, the Realme Pad 2 Lite and the Realme Pad 2. Now price wise, the Realme Pad 2 for its 6GB RAM and 128GB storage starts at 15,000 rupees. Whereas for even less than that price, but with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage, you can get the Realme Pad 2 Lite at around 14,500 rupees as of recording this video. Now apart from the RAM and a little price difference and a more latest software, the Realme Pad 2 seems like a better deal as per me. It has a little better display with 120Hz refresh rate as compared to 90Hz on the Pad 2 Lite, and also a little more battery with much better fast charging. Rest both of them are exactly the same. So it's up to you. If you use multiple apps all at once, then the Pad 2 Lite will be a better option for you. But if you need a smoother feeling display with better fast charging, then just get the Realme Pad 2. If you stretch your budget to around 20,000 rupees, then you get three options: the 8 to 56GB version of the Realme Pad 2, or the 8 128GB version of the OnePlus Pad Go, or the 6 120GB version of the recently launched Redmi Pad Pro. Price wise, the Realme Pad 2 and the OnePlus Pad Go are the same, that's around 18,000 rupees as of now, but you get double the storage for the same price on the Realme Pad 2 and around 21,000 rupees for the Realme Pad Pro, and trust me, spending that extra 1,000 rupees will be worth it if you can. And I'm not gonna waste your time, I would pick the Realme Pad Pro among these because it has a way better display with Dolby Vision support, a much powerful processor which is the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2 compared to the other two, that is the Helio G99. Yes, even though it has less RAM, but the processor is way more capable than the other two. The Redmi Pad Pro also comes with the more latest Android version, that's Android 14 out of the box, as compared to the other two, that's Android 13 out of the box, and a bigger battery at 10,000 mAh with 33 watts fast charging, and with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Yes, it has some battery drain issues, but with its 10,000 mAh battery, it's already big enough. But it's only Wi-Fi version, unlike the other two which got 4G support. The Realme Pad 2 and the OnePlus Pad Go has basically the same hardware, where the Realme Pad 2 has more storage for the same price, with a little more battery than the OnePlus Pad Go, and the lightest among these, that's 518 grams as compared to 527 grams on the OnePlus Pad Go and 571 grams on the Redmi Pad Pro. The OnePlus has better display resolution than the Redmi Pad 2, but with 90Hz refresh rate, when the other two has 120Hz refresh rates but a slightly better tweaked software than the Redmi Pad 2. But if your budget is strictly under 20,000 rupees, then I think it is better to get the Realme Pad 2, or if you can extend your budget a little more, then the Redmi Pad Pro 6 120GB variant is the way to go. A much better option than these other two. At around 25,000 rupees, I picked the Redmi Pad Pro, but this time the 8 128GB version with 5G plus Wi-Fi support. Then the Samsung Tab A9 Plus, which is also the 8 128GB version, and the tried and tested Xiaomi Pad 6 for its 6 120GB version. Now first things first, I will only recommend you the Xiaomi Pad 6 if you are more into heavy gaming or for some heavy use cases and also need that pen support to take notes. Yes, you have to buy that separately though, but it at least supports that. But it's a bit old tablet now, which means no 4G or 5G support, no 3.5mm jack for some reason, and no SD card support, which the other tablets already have. But if you are into gaming or want a powerful tablet with a gorgeous 144Hz display and a damn good speaker setup, basically a go-to multimedia tablet, then get this one, which is around 24,000 rupees as of now, but it does go lower in sales. The best one for students shall be the Redmi Pad Pro again, or the Poco Pad 5, which is actually the same thing but a little cheaper at 22,000 rupees as opposed to 24,000 rupees for the Redmi one. If you trust Poco, then you can also buy that one. Anyways, it has a decent processor for the same price with a gorgeous display, with a SD card support and 3.5mm headphone jack support. But yes, if you don't like a big and bulky tablet, only then this might won't fit you. Else it's a balanced tablet and really good option, especially for students. And lastly, I would only recommend you the Samsung Tab A9 Plus if you already use a Samsung phone or you need a tablet whose software is basically the base for this price and a compact tablet, then this one at 24,000 rupees will be a good option for you. So at 30,000 rupees, I have listed 4 options here: the Samsung Tab S9 FE for its 6 120GB variant, OnePlus Pad for its 12 256GB variant, and the latest Xiaomi Pad 7 for its 8 120GB variant one, and the Apple iPad 10th generation for its 464GB variant. And let me be direct over here too, if you are a student, then the Tab S9 FE is the best current option for you. At this price, yes, it doesn't have the best looking display or the best performance for the price, but for a student's perspective, this has an S Pen support which is also included in the box and the only one to support SD card among these. And also One UI is the best tablet device for Android as of now, especially for students, where you also get the Samsung DeX support to use this one as sort of a computer. Overall, a very well balanced tablet for students. On the other hand, get the OnePlus Pad if you need a powerful tablet with lots of storage and RAM and a good looking 144Hz display. This mainly targets students who also wants to do gaming mainly. So for around 29,000 rupees for the 12 to 56GB variant, or even you can get the 8GB variant at a lower cost, this one is a great multimedia and a good gaming tablet. But if you want a more decent tablet with also a gorgeous looking 144Hz refresh rate display with a good gaming experience, then you can get the Xiaomi Pad 7 at 29,000 rupees. It is also a good student friendly tablet, but the Samsung Tab S9 FE will be more efficient for student friendly tasks. Rest is also totally up to you and your usage. And I will only recommend you the iPad 10th generation if you already are using an iPhone or you are into that Apple ecosystem, as it has 64GB storage only, which is way too less for 2025, especially for students, and also a 60Hz display, which is another letdown. Rest, it's a compact and powerful tablet but with only 4GB of RAM, which isn't that helpful in multitasking. So yeah, buy it if you only care about a good multimedia or a gaming tablet but with very limited storage. You don't get 4G or 5G on any of these though, you only get Wi-Fi variants for all of these mentioned tablets. So I guess this helped you out to pick your favorite tablet from 15,000 rupees to all the way up to 30,000 rupees. And if so, let me know in the comments, or if you have any further doubts, let me know in the comments. Watch these videos too, and as always, till the next one, this was Rideep. See you guys.